You know the drill. I'm being harassed extremely right now in the environment, so I'm just gonna record an episode. Some of these things, it actually doesn't make sense because, since God is making demons do bad behavior around me, it's not them just doing that. So that means if I ask God for help, He won't help me because He's making them. It just doesn't make any sense that He makes them possess humans, and sometimes they're not even doing anything, the human. I'm just seeing spiritual things. It doesn't make sense what God makes them do. It doesn't seem like you'll learn anything from it. It just seems like you're being destroyed with it. So I always say to God, since you're trying to teach me something, why don't you just teach me then? Why I have to see filth, Especially if I saw it already. Yeah, no answer. And to be honest, if you ask me what is it, it's just perversion. Humans are just driving, they're just walking, right? But I'm seeing what sins they have, what characters they have, and then they're demons. So sometimes, right, the human may not have done that type of evil, but since demons have done it, I get to see the evil qualities of the demon, the sins of the demon. So it's very bad for your health. Just nasty, evil, demonic stuff is what I see. They're just walking by. But I know that one is a potential rapist or he actually did it. I know that one murdered someone maybe like that. It's very disgusting. I have to see stuff that obviously God has never shown His creation. Otherwise, He knows it's not healthy for you. Imagine if you could see all the evil in the world with your eyes, or you just knew the thoughts and feelings of others. You'd get sick, right? So of course I'm getting sick. And I keep telling God, I already got it. I already learned it. When are you going to stop showing me this nasty stuff? It's on their vehicle. It's on their bicycle. They could be in a building. It doesn't matter. I just see it. Ugh, But the demons, if God is now making them show you that, you're just going to think they're people. But I know they're not. I know the average person in this earth is very evil. Yeah. And a lot of things that are evil are not considered evil anymore. Such as I keep seeing these things on many places where people ask each other questions like Quora or Reddit. You see human beings saying things like they like degrading sex or they like abusive this. Why are you calling it sex? The moment you said degrading, you're talking about rape. You're talking about something else. You're talking about perversion, abuse. Sex is a normal thing. So as long as evil comes out, okay, then that situation has exited. It's like calling something, forget it, right? That's a human who's actually telling their spouse or who they're dating to harm each other. So, and then others are telling them, I'll tell them to do this, tell them to do that. They'll get comfortable with it over time. Make it spicy over time. It's boring. Wow. They're literally raping each other. They're killing each other. They're abusing each other. They're doing homosexual stuff, which is anal and oral, which is killing each other. The anal is not a sex organ. So humans, they're so filthy. But every day they go to work, get in their cars, and walk around. Imagine then, you see, I'm someone that can see that. I know you're filthy. I'm getting sick from it. You know, I already know, so why does God have to show it to me? I just ask him, you already created me with the ability to know evil from good. Even in an animal, you know? So I don't know why I have to get these thoughts from their demons. You get me? It's like the demon is telling you what sin the human commits and what sin they commit. Like, why do I need to hear that and get more sick? I just know, right? The knowledge is enough. I don't need to hear it and get sick from it. It's disgusting. And now I need to pray again and put a pause on this episode because I'm getting sick from it again. It's just disgusting energy. Yeah, I'm really getting sick from you, human race. You really make me sick. I sometimes don't even know if I can help you one day. The only way I ever get energy is when I see good people, obviously, who don't do these filthy things. You know, if there was no good people who truly are normal, and God just sends you to help the typical human on this earth, since I have the same life of a prophet or messenger, I'm just not going to tell you who I am. That's up to God to tell you. So I'm not a regular human, obviously. And yeah, you just tell God to just take you out. God, I don't want to live. Can I come back? That's what you would say. So of course, it's very strange. It's like humans know the suffering that I'm going through because of their evil. They have this strange way they behave around me. So when I record out loud, like this, since they're blind, they don't know anything about me, they can't see me, their demons just are made to just act bad and show me who they are and what's wrong with people and religion, right? Okay. When I make an episode like this, and I ask God, don't let the demons know anything. Because I can ask God to blind them. Then people drive by me and they're always projecting to me good energy. It's like they're saying to me, we know you're suffering because of us. We know, it's like they're saying bad stuff, you know, like they know you or something. It's like they're saying, oh, you came to help us. Don't give up on us. I swear to God. Many times, that's when they just drive by or walk by. Sometimes demons try to make it seem as if it's them. I've learned it though. They'll just project to me that they need me to pray for them. Doesn't make sense, right? They don't know me. It's just supernatural stuff, you know? It's like they know. It's like they know. But then they don't know. Okay, but when God just gives demons the power to just act evil around me, it's not directed at me. It's just so I learn things. That means he shows me evil, filthy things as a God. I thought there was a balance or something. That's when, as I was starting this episode, they're still, right, projecting these filthy things to me. You know? So then you'd say, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, because that moment they're the demon, they're using their body. That human doesn't always know they're being used, but the demons possessing them, which is almost all of you, 99% or more of the human race is possessed. I don't think there's anyone who's not possessed. You know? It's just if you're a good person. Demons just, put thoughts into your head. It's not much effect. Every now and then you'll feel like something's wrong, you know? But bad people, that's really when the demon really gets to come out as a character. That's why you don't really think people are possessed then. Because, yeah, it's too complicated. They like to hide, so they don't like to possess humans in a way where they're controlling them. Either way, it's with their permission they do bad behavior, so that's why then you don't know a demon is there because the human has to agree to commit the sin. So then it looks like they're doing it only, But you really will know they're possessed when they're alone, maybe. Because right now they'll complain about mental health issues. They don't know how to stop that mind. Okay, there you go. They're possessing the mind. So, right? All this filth was coming out of the environment. Every human walking by, right? They look like it. They look decent. That stuff doesn't come out of them. They look weird or creepy, then it comes out of them. This sort of stuff. It's like a thought. Then it's like you're not really hearing anything. I don't know. It's just I don't know how to explain it to you. But I'm basically hearing, their filthy thoughts. Their perversion. So it's just usually perversion. So yeah, for that reason, they have God's permission to just do that. You get me? Because God's making me see that. But when I say to God, please don't let them know. Don't let them know what I'm doing. What I'm sort of feeling and thinking externally, because they don't know your thoughts and feelings. Okay. That's why I said I paused the recording and prayed. The same vehicles now are driving by. And okay, that filth is not coming out. They just look normal to me. You see? So that's why you guys can't see it. It's so distinct that only God has to really show you. Otherwise, you're not going to see that yourself. And sometimes the human may not even be a human who commits that sin. It could just be their demon. Right? That demon could be a demon who is basically specialized to teach humans to be perverts. And they could be possessing this human. Maybe they haven't done that type of sin. But I get to see that. That's the job of the demon. And they just projecting that out of them. And okay, I'm going to get sick from that. That's not how it was last year or years before. So you get me? As time goes on, right, as God makes demons follow me, it's... You're new to this podcast, and this is your first episode. Basically, I'm being followed by demons ever since before birth, which is something that only happens to a prophet or messenger. But God will tell you guys who I am. That's not my job. I get to just teach you what He wants me to teach you. And then soon there's going to be that truth coming, whether Jesus comes down, whether someone else helped you a little bit before them. Only He knows. I just know I'll help you a little bit. I don't know what that is in detail because, right, you can't know. But I know what He basically showing me I'll probably do. So it's crazy. Because of that, over time, they're harassing me spiritually. It means they're putting brain fog on me. They do things like witchcraft. So yeah, right, since they've been following me all my life, it's only recently that things get worse and I see these evil things. While when I was younger, obviously I'm not going to see that on humans. I just know they're nasty. And I know that one's normal like that. But now I get to see different things, so I'm getting sick from it. Yeah. So I just record sometimes to feel better. I didn't think they would still attack me like this until I asked God to just blind them. It's very stressful. Then it's like this energy. It shuts down. Imagine shutting down something, right? Like a bin, boom. Shut it down. It's like that. It's like this open window of evil thoughts and energy and all this chaos attacking my mind every time a vehicle or human passes by. So it's not there when I'm alone. That's how you know it's coming from them. And not from the environment. There's nothing in the environment or something. I'm really getting sick. I don't know when this is gonna stop, but yeah, one thing I was just trying to say is they possess sometimes families and children to come there. They put so much witchcraft on me, no matter who it is, even if it's a child. It's very strange. When Why do they have permission from God to put evil things on me? If a child needs to give you permission to, right, use their body to commit a sin, it's confusing. That's stuff that I still don't have an answer from God, right? Because the adults are bad people who do that in this world. I just am exposed to them too. But they bring a child in the environment, boom, witchcraft attacks me, or some other power. They're similar usually. And I have to still cast it out and send it back to the child, their demon, you know? It's very annoying. You can't even feel safe around kids. Everyone, their demon is just out and bothering this environment wherever I go. That's how God wants to teach me things. I wish he'd just tell me, you know, just put the knowledge into my head. It's all right. I just remember this kid was just rolling on the floor, just, they just won't stop saying they want popcorn, you know? Because there was this event and people were getting free popcorn. Everybody is thinking it's just a kid who just wants popcorn. But at that moment, this is why this is so sad that you guys don't know what I know. It's kind of sad, you know, that I'm the only one who knows. Because you don't get to be there with me on that journey or just laugh with me, because it's so crazy. You have to laugh. That moment, there was so much witchcraft done on me that I had to ask God to cleanse me. I couldn't even break it myself. It's too big. And as God helps me do that, right? My mind, he literally moves my own mind on its own. I don't do nothing. And he literally makes a point at different human beings in the environment. You know, just like someone stretching their neck. And I'm seeing all this spiritual stuff, and it's so frightening. All this dark energy. Just visualize water that is able to run. You know, like those cartoons, like Avatar. You know how they have water, air, like that. It's like water, the way it's running, not when it's on the ground, right? Like, I don't know how to explain. Visualize water coming out of your skull. Okay, but make it dark color. Since evil, that's the color it's symbolized with it, right? So it's like, that's coming out of my skull. And sometimes I see images, I see what it was sending me. Thoughts, feelings, accusations. So then that's how then you get intrusive images. You get me? It's like what they sent you, I'm seeing the image coming out of my head. In a spiritual world, you get me? I'm seeing something in my mind that's spiritual. God just shows it, you know? And my body's obviously shaking and getting all this evil stuff out of me. It's not big, visible shake, you know? Just, nor, I don't know if you guys are into religion, but you'll understand. You maybe see how people, forget it. Right? It just means I'm being cleansed of the spiritual, nasty energies like witchcraft. But they mean something. They specialize in something. One was intrusive thought. One was a feeling, right? One was a stronghold. One was attacking my heart, like that. It's just random. They don't make sense. And then, okay, when they're coming out, it's like they're going straight back to the human beings that they came from, right? To the human beings that they came from. And when they go back, it's like that nasty dark energy coming out of my body, wherever it entered. The heart, the stomach, the skull. And then it goes straight back to them. And then God moves my neck this way. It goes back to this human. And they shake and jump and do things. So it's not something you cannot prove, you know? It's very easy to prove it. They're usually, yeah, it doesn't matter. Usually they use the mentally ill too much. They're just, yeah, they're just on a different level of evil, man. So all this stuff comes out, and I always thought it was demonic. I didn't think it was God. My head would point at the kid, right? Obviously, that's not a big deal. I know there's a demon in them, right? But then the thoughts attack me. You see what God is doing for me? I know it's normal. That's not what I thought was bad. It's the thoughts that come in simultaneously, because they can see the spiritual stuff, what God is doing for me, right? So then, what was I saying? Sorry. Waiting for a vehicle to pass. Right? So basically, they're putting thoughts into my head that that's from us. Don't send that to the kid. What the hell? Don't agree with these images or stuff. What the hell are you talking about? Do I have witchcraft on me? Like, did I personally do witchcraft to the kid? Like, do I even know how to do that stuff? Do I do evil? So even if something evil was coming out of me and it was going back, why would it go back to someone it shouldn't go back to? You get me? 2, I asked God to do it. So wherever he points my head is his choice, right? He's obviously just. But instantly, as you would expect, they're trying to manipulate the process because they're trying to make me believe maybe it's not that human. Because sometimes they really want me to think someone's innocent when they're not. Right? Some humans are sitting there and they don't do anything. While others, it's kind of obvious. They're making too much noise. They're bothering you in other ways. They create chaos in the environment. Okay. You think they probably put witchcraft on you, you know? But the most quiet ones were putting witchcraft on me. They just sit there like a statue, you know? So at some point it went back to the kid, right? That means the demon got attacked, right? And it started to then make the kid react. It just went crazy, you know? It doesn't mean God attacked the kid. No, the demon is attacking the kid. So obviously I prayed for the kid afterwards. Don't worry, right? But it doesn't like that. It doesn't like being attacked. Demons don't like their witchcraft and other powers they use coming back to their body. They hate it, right? It's painful and stuff. They're hurting us. Right now I was being extremely mentally attacked by these creepy human beings. They're always in the road when I'm walking. They never leave. No matter how many times I pray to God to remove them, they never get removed. So this is one of the biggest trials for me, seeing a really evil human never just leave the city. They pop up in different places. While other people ask God to remove them, he does. So it's like the more evil they are, the more they don't leave. What the hell? You would think that doesn't matter. God is teaching me stuff, right? So remove this one, right? Who cares? I have no idea. That's when I struggle with faith, obviously, because it just seems like he's evil or something. And this human is really nasty. I think they're a rapist, you know? So I've cursed them enough and they still are there. Woo! That must be hard for anyone who's religious, because we're all expecting God to just help us right away. Right? So there's so many other weirdos too, because it's COVID, right? There's so many people outside in downtown, wherever you go. So wherever I go, these people are just outside, you know, whichever city I go. But some just are repetitive because they're homeless and they travel around. So they were just standing in front of us again in the road. All they want is that feeling. Oh, how could God do this to me? Blah, blah, blah. You know, they just want energy. So they just sit standing there, just casual, trying to act all normal. You know, I'm here again. Yeah, I'm back. That's all they're projecting, that I'm back, you know? Wow. That's a demon who wants me to kill that human, you know? They want me to kill someone. Obviously, they deserve it, but it's not in a situation where I would. But the other humans, right, the more decent they are, they just disappear at some point, you know? So right now, as I'm talking to you, I'm praying in my head, and God is cleansing me again, because so much nasty witchcraft has entered me again. And literally, my body first shakes, right? Because the witchcraft is getting out of the stomach, the heart, the whole body, the mind, and then it's like visualize the dark, right, energy in the shape of water coming out of my whole body, and then it goes back, and it runs physically. I can see it physically running back to that human who was standing in the road. That's the kind of stuff God shows me now, right? So yeah, I'm sick and tired of it. You might be like, just ignore them, they're creepy, bad people everywhere. I know, but they put witchcraft on me, get it? Of these emotions of just extreme rage that they keep appearing, even though you don't care. Even though it's a big road, it's a big city, it's like downtown. Who the hell cares, right? But that's the point. They're putting that emotion in you that, hey, I'm back. I'm following you. Like that. Because it's not directed at me. It's just I'm being taught the psychology of these types of perverts. Right? This would fit a male at some point. When they use females, then it's going to fit the way she's used to be annoying, right? But this obviously just fits the predatory males. Right? So God makes them come back multiple times. Each time I learn something new. Some witchcraft, something. Yeah, so I'm just getting sick from it because these humans are nasty as hell. I can see all the sins you committed, all the evil you've done. I can even see what the demon wants to do using your body. Some of them, it wants to cause their death and stuff, you know? So I can also see the agenda of the demon for them. Some are okay, but I can see what the demon wants to turn them into. You know, more evil. Like that. I'm just getting sick from all this nasty stuff. Instead of just God showing me an evil human, right? He lets their demon put witchcraft on me. That's what's making me sick. Right? They're actually attacking me, you know? They're bothering me with witchcraft. So it's disgusting. Is it directed at me? No. The witchcraft is like showing me when they are roaming around society, like they see you too, right? A lot of times they're putting witchcraft on you too. It's like I get to see how they attack people. Because those humans, right, that I just saw right now, there was multiple of them. They're all outside. That means they could be putting that witchcraft on everyone who drives by. You get me? They could be putting that witchcraft on anyone who passes by. So it's like God is thinking, I'm going to show you what it looks like. I don't want to see it. You know? Can you just get rid of this thing and just kill it somewhere? I'm getting sick from it. Yeah, their time is soon. These are one of the human beings that God is going to kill them soon, you know? Anyways, that kid, right? I knew the demon was doing that through the kid, but no one understands. The human beings don't understand. They're just ignoring the kid, right? And then God was showing me the type of neglectful parents they have and how they're not stopping the kid because it's a public place. You shouldn't do that, obviously. They don't stop them, you know? So that is going to become, I think, one of the signs of the end of the world, right? Human beings having very disorderly kids, or maybe the kid is acting normal, or whatever, you know, it depends. But they're not going to stop the kid and relax them. And even if they were to stop them, it's not going to be gentle, right, and moral. I even saw one get arrested one time for just hitting this baby, you know. But at the beginning, I couldn't believe no one, right, like the employees was calling cops or anything like that. So you guys see what I mean? Like, whatever I see, it's like God is saying, Demons are just made to show you this stuff because it's going to happen in the world soon in a more rapid way. You get me? Like, it's going to become harassment to everybody because it's just going to happen everywhere you go. These types of human situations, scenarios are just going to pop up always. You know? So, yeah. You would think God can just show me, right? But he lets them put witchcraft on me. Like, why do I need to be harassed with witchcraft, you know? It's very stressful. Every few hours, me and I fight with him, obviously. But then I'm very obedient to him, just so you know. I just come back the next day. I don't know what he does. I have no idea what he does to my brain. I just come back the next day. Oh, my Lord, forgive me. You know? Even though I didn't commit a sin, I was just angry, you know? It's not easy. So, yeah. That kid, right? I realized at some point I should just wait. Even though I prayed for the kid, I told the demon to leave the kid alone. But then it still kept, just rolling in the floor. It went inside this chair. The chair, every time the kid rolls, right, when they're on their back, the chair is following them around, you know? No one looks. No one says anything. It's so weird. Right, I could have gotten injured from that. And then I just felt like God was saying, just wait a few more seconds. And I waited, and the mother then just helped them that moment. They didn't want popcorn. You know what I mean? Just so you know. It's just they started to possess the kid to act disorderly because I sent the witchcraft back to them. I didn't do it. I just asked God to get whatever entered my body out of me, all this evil energy. He sent the witchcraft back to the demon in the kid. You know? And that's, again, one thing God will teach you then, right? He's basically, as a creator, saying children can have evil come out of them in that way, that you're going to have to send witchcraft back to the demons in them. I don't believe God was sending it back to the child, you know? But some of them who are a bit more mature, maybe. Because he could, who knows? No, let's not say that. I don't know. Right? So the demon was basically saying, you know? But it comes out as the kid, sadly. And then the kid left. So you see what I mean? I get to see why the kid is rolling on the ground. But every human who just sees humans and not demons, you all are just thinking, what's wrong with the kid? Someone give them a popcorn, please, you know? And at some point you might get unhappy that no one taught them manners, that the kid is too violent and disorderly, you know? You might feel like they're harassing your peace and someone should help them. You can't just laugh, you know? Because they were just too violent. But if you knew what happened to the kid earlier that made them behave that way, then yeah, you would feel different. So yeah, right? Some of these evil human beings that I've obviously told God to just remove from my city, they're very harmful. The demon uses them too much. They put too much witchcraft on me. One of them that I was just describing to you, I just saw them get in the bus and they left, which is not normal. They're in the city. That means they're going somewhere else, hopefully. Right? So I think that's God's way of saying, I'm going to put them in front of you so you know this demon is being removed. Because God likes to show you when someone who harasses you, right, is being removed from your life so you feel ease. So no one's harassing me here. God makes demons do these things to just teach me stuff. But this demon, right, who uses this crazy human, God just sometimes likes to show me I've removed the demon, you know? So I think that's why then they were in front of me, you get me, as I'm walking. It's like the demon is saying, God brought them here to show me, okay, they're being killed, you know, they're going to be taken out and punished. You wouldn't know that, right? You constantly think they're in your city. So I hope, right, that that's not just some harassment. I hope that's God saying to me, This demon has been removed from the city, just as you wanted. And obviously, I'm praying for my city too, right? I don't want them harming somebody. So it's also for the safety of the city, you know? So that's one way I help you guys. I pray to God in certain ways to remove certain human beings. So, you get me? Because their energy is just dead. They don't look. They usually have that fake energy. You know what I mean? When demons possess these humans, they just act the way they do in society. You know, it's like I just get to see who they are when I'm around. But when I tell God, okay, remove this demon, I'm sick and tired of this thing. You know? Okay, then it's like a dead person. They're quiet, they're scared, they're obedient. Because I'm not someone they're not scared of. I'm someone they are scared of, you know? This is fake and God just teaches me things. So they're going to be quiet and obedient. And they're never going to look. And then, okay, they just got in a bus and left. Why do I have to see them get in a bus and leave? So it's possible God is saying, I've answered your prayer. This human is removed from the city, you know? Must hope for that, inshallah, which means God willing. Because demons just use thousands of random strangers, right? Possess them, children, animals, pests. I just get to learn stuff. Okay. But some humans are very harmful. So they're going to reflect their own psychology. You know, it doesn't mean a demon keeps bringing them back to harass you. No one's harassing me. They're just going to be brought back to the city multiple times because God is teaching me what type of sin they do already. That's just what they do. They come back to a neighborhood multiple times looking to commit crime. You get me? So I get to see the repetitiveness of them never leaving as a sign that that's just what they already do. You get me? It's not a demon doing that. It's just what that human already does. Okay. So when I tell God to remove this demon, he doesn't. Because it's never about me. He's showing me when other people, right, when actual regular people pray against this type of criminal, they also don't leave their city. They pray a couple of times and then that human is removed. You get me? It's like he's teaching me in real life when you are always seeing very harmful humans, why it also takes time for them to go to another job or leave the city like that. So this human is being used as an example of that, right? I've prayed multiple times. They keep popping up. Each time, very fake, dominant, I'm not scared type of energy. They're not directing at anybody. That's just how they are in the city, you know? Okay, but then when we pray and pray, that's why God is teaching what prayer does. Because he gave demons the power to just use someone a little more, you know? One time prayer is not always going to work. The more evil they are, the more you need to pray like that. Okay, so you see then what happened? God made me pray multiple times. And now they're dim. It's like a dead statue. Their energy is gone. The way they should be, right? And they're not going to act fake dominant around people. They're just going to get the hell out of here. Like that. So that's how you guys should deal with creeps. Especially, right? Yeah, in your workplaces. And it may not be necessarily a pervert. It could just be a bully of other ways. It doesn't matter. It could be a thief at your store who just keeps coming back, shoplifting, always like that. No one catches them, maybe. Pray a couple of times. Ask God to punish them and take them out of your environment, you know, your city, your state. God will put them in a bus like this and take them somewhere else. You're going to be like, thanks, you know. So, yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't even get to the point. I was trying to say that kid, right, when the situation ended and everyone left, because I'm being harassed by demons in the environment, right? Even though I'm learning stuff, nothing's directed at you, I know, but then aren't I still feeling harassed because I'm being shown so much evil in people like that? So it's still harassing for me, right? Even though it's not directed at me. Okay, when they all leave, now it feels better in the environment. And now I remember that kid and those humans. And it's like I just feel sorry for them. You get me? It's hard to feel sorry for them and treat them like a human. That moment, God is making demons use them to teach me stuff. You just feel nothing but anger. Just leave. Please, God, make them leave. You know? So that's the difference when you're a good person and when you're evil. If you're a good person, people would miss you, you know? And when you're evil, that's how you make people feel, even if you didn't do anything in the environment. You just sit there maybe. You're not bothering anybody. Your energy makes people sick, you know? So many of them didn't do much. I was just getting sick from their presence, you know? Because all the sin they do, all the bad stuff they already do, their energy's bad. Their heart and soul is bad and dark. Okay, but when they leave, then it's like my mind thinks of what they could have been without evil. If they were not evil people, exactly, they normally would make you feel happy. So that kid, right, reminded me of normal kids, right? Because we wouldn't call this kid a good kid, you know? He's a very violent and unhealthy kid, you know? So some evil was taught to them. But those really innocent, good kids who would never do bad things like that. And those parents who did a good job like that, I thought of them, you know, those good people. And it's like I wished, you get me? It's like I missed humans, you know? I missed the normal humans. But they keep being replaced with these ones because I have to learn stuff. So when they leave, you get me? Instead of just being like, finally, sometimes I feel sad that I don't get to see the opposite of these humans. You know? Normal families and their kids just laughing. Normal adults on their computer being, right, some entrepreneur maybe. You know, when I'm also at that coffee shop, it's just sad. You know, it's not loneliness. It's a desire to see normalcy. I just don't see normalcy. So inshallah, or God willing, this is gonna end soon, October, right? My birthday. It's so nostalgic, so I'm recording so many episodes because I'm really hoping God will just stop this demonic stuff this month. I don't know. I know I wake up every day and he just makes me get through it, but I'm really tired of it.